Ladies and gentlemen,
I am back.
So, hi guys, good evening, a warm evening to the all viewers, subscribers of Triangle Media. So, myself Nitin. So, today also we are coming with the Photoshop tutorials. Yes, it's our third day. We are continuing with that tools today also. And yes, like yesterday also, I'm saying I'll try to reduce the video length, of course. Okay, we will get into our work. So guys, last class we discussed till the retire tool, and today we will start with the brush tool. Okay. So now next it is brush tool. Brush tool normally we will use for brushing. Okay. So brushing in the sense, remember one step always. So if you have something you are creating newly. So for example, brushing means we are doing it newly only. So remember always whatever you are doing new, please create a new layer. Okay, so how to create a new layer? In the last class also we said three methods are there. One is in the layer palette, the new layer. Second it is layer menu, new layer, or shift control N. That if you press control shift N also it will come. Both are same only. 2222 and 222 is same only, right? That is yeah. So we will create a new layer. If you want you can give a name. I am just giving the name it as brush. Okay, and in that new layer only I am using my brush tool. On the top you can see a brush library. You can see different kinds of brushes. If you simply click on this, you can see different kinds of brushes are available. Okay, so suppose I am using this soft round brush, that means edges will be softened. Select that, and from the foreground color we will select any color for brushing. Okay, so you can use this brush for just brushing some area. So as it is in a new layer, I can move it anywhere because it is in a new layer. It won't disturb the background. Okay, and whatever we brushed you can convert as a light also. How to convert a brush as a light? It is in this layer. You have a layer blending mode is there. It will be always noted as normal. We can change it to different effects. So if we use color, it will show color. If you use the screen, it will give a light effect. Lighten or screen, both you can use, or even you can use the soft light option, hard light option, but it depends upon the picture you are selected. Okay, so lighten I used. I'll just increase this size like this. You can keep it like this. Okay, for wedding photos and all you can use that. For example, use your brush tool, select a color. Think that it is a wedding photo. So we will just simply brush it, and while brushing, what to do? Create a new layer, then only do. Okay, we just created. Now blending mode we will change. So I am changing into screen. So it will affect like a light. In the same layer, I can use another colors also. Okay, as this layer is in screen mode, whatever color you apply, it will come in the same mode only, the light mode only. Okay, so brush you can use it as a normal brushing thing, or otherwise you can use it as a light. Even one more thing is there. If you want to change the color of something, for example, I am taking a image. I'm so sorry, my favorite actor is this, that's why I'm taking this. If you people have any complaints, please keep it with you. I will take this only. Yo, Sumner. Okay, so I'm taking this picture. Okay. Now I need to change the color of this shirt. That is my intention. So what I'll do it is, first we will make a selection. We know some selection tools already. So I am using here quick selection tool, and simply drag and select this area. And please remember, when you are doing selection and all, zoom it and do always. Then only we can see that properly, which area we want to remove, and how to remove the selection also we know. I mean, minus the selection. If you press Alt and drag that area, it will minus the selection. Okay, and to increase the tool size, what we'll do? Close brackets. Yes. Okay, we selected, and if you want to minus the selection again, yeah, so we need to first minus this one. I mean, what is the brush size? Why? Because this is a very small area, so brush should go inside that. So we reduce the brush size, then press Alt, and we will minus the selection. Again we'll reduce the brush size, again Alt, we will minus the selection. Now the selection is ready, but don't brush in this. We need to create a new layer. Created. Now we will brush. Okay, I need to change it to red color, so I'll use my brush tool. I'll brush this area. Is it came like a shirt now? No. Why? Because no texture is there, no wrinkles is there. This wrinkles and all not coming. So in that case, change this blending mode to color. Okay, you can change to any color. Okay, Control D for deselect. This line I don't want to see, so Control D for deselect. Okay, so now again I need to change the color again. So what I'll do it is select this, go to FX in the layer palette. Hope online people can see the option where I am clicking FX, then go to color overlay, and there you can change the color. So I am selecting to a greenish shade. Okay, but then also it become harder. So here we need to change the blending mode to color. That's it. Fine. Understood, all of you. So brush having many uses. One, you can simply brush. Second, it is we can add as a light. Third, it is we can change the color of anything. Okay, fine. Now next thing it is pencil tool. As the name represent, we can draw, right? So for that, first I am creating a new document, file new document, any page, because it is just for the drawing purpose only. I am taking any print A4 sheet, I am taking, or a landscape page created. So pencil also having different kinds of brushes. You can select any one and use any color, and you can draw. And please draw in a new layer only. Okay, but see, brushes are always like in a same width only going. Beginning also same width, ending also same width. But sometimes if you are drawing a tree and all, what will do? Trees are, we know that starting it will be bigger, ending it will be smaller. So how to do that? Using a pencil or a brush. Okay, so just to go to window, brush settings, there you can see shape dynamics. Okay, window, brush settings, shade dynamics. If you click on shape dynamics, what will happen? There is a control option is there. Single control option is there. There are 3 more controls are there, but we will select only first control. Okay, the first control to be selected as fade. So you can see the brush changed like this, and the fade amount I am giving 350. Suppose this is a value not to be by hearted because value can be changed. Okay, so I'll close this and I will draw something like so what happened? Beginning it is thicker, ending it is thinner, but I need a long line. So again we'll go to window, brush settings, the shape dynamics, fade amount will change. So I'll make it now to 900 suppose, and we'll increase the size of that. Okay, I'll reduce the size for branches. Again reduce the size for sub branches. Understood? Okay, so pencils you can use in many ways. Actually pencil is a drawing tool. We don't want to use for any other things. And as it is in a new layer, always it is better to keep anywhere we required. Okay, yeah, fine. Next thing it is, just on a pencil I am just showing a small a painting kind of thing. Okay, brush and pencil I am using for this. Just listen. So I am creating a new layer. In this new layer, first I am using a brush, normal brush, a smooth brush. I am using a lighter color of blue, suppose. Just an example I am showing. You don't want to follow the same thing only, you can draw anything else. Then I am doing a little bit darker shade of the same blue. Okay. Again I am doing a little bit darker color of the same blue. Okay. Now I am just keeping a copy of the same thing, Control J. Okay, but I need to flip it. Now it is the lighter blue is down, but I need lighter blue on the top. I need to flip this copy, I need to flip it. If I want to flip it, press Ctrl T, right click, flip vertical. So that color went the top. I'll keep it down like this. This is just for a background I made. So now what I'll do it is, I'll merge this because I don't want that into two layers and all. That is why I'm merging. Otherwise, please don't merge. Okay. This is my BG background. In this, again I am creating a new layer. Why I am creating a new layer? Because whatever new if you are creating, please do create in a new layer. And that new layer I am renaming it as Riverbank. I'm not a good artist and all, but then also I'm just trying. So I'll use my brush tool or pencil tool is fine, no issues. This time we'll use a pencil tool. Pencil tool, a hard brush, any hard brush we'll use. And I'll go with a darker shade. And I'm simply drawing like a shade blank like this. The small kids and all, when they are going for play schools and all, they will draw now. Such kind of a drawing. But here I need to fill the color. Okay. As of now, we don't know paint bucket tool. Okay, there is a but here you can do backspace also. Why? Because whole layer will come as the color. So only one thing it is, increase the brush size and please brush it. Okay, as of now. But when you come to paint bucket tool, you can easily fill it. Okay, because now I am not telling because don't get confused. So that's why just use the brush tool only or a pencil tool only for drawing this. I drawn like this. Again we'll create a new layer. This is for my tree. So listen, Shubhankar. So now we are doing the tree. I'll use the same pencil tool. I'll just use a little bit lighter color than the riverbank. I'll use my window, brush settings, shape dynamics. The first control should be in the fade. And fade amount, I'm just giving it to 500 as of now. And we will start drawing. So simply draw like this, but this is not enough because the edge is not going outside. So again I'll go to window, brush settings. Instead of 500 I am giving 650 suppose. Okay. Again I'll reduce the brush size for the sub branches like this. And how you want to control your mouse, it is your creativity, because I am just making the brush shiver like this. So then only you will get this kind of lines. If you simply draw, it will come like this only. Okay. But when you are drawing, if you move your mouse in this way and all, it will come like that. That's it. Okay. So this is your creativity part. Okay. And you can add trees or lovebirds, anything if you want to add, you can add it. Okay, I need a moon. What we'll do? We'll create a new layer. We will create a brush. We will choose a brush, not pencil, brush. Why? Because I need a smooth brush. That's why. Then we will use a white color, white or very lightish blue color. And we will reduce the brush size. Simply I will. Done. Okay. Then you can add some water areas and all. How we will, is it just a normal color? How we can change it to a water surface it is? What I'll do it is, I'll simply draw a mountain over here using my pencil. Color is matters, so I'll use darker color. So just to draw like this. The normal mountain. This mountain and all you can easily draw. Why? Because you people already learned in your KG classes and all. Okay. Just to brush it. Then after that, we'll make a copy. Control J. Just before I said how to flip the background. How to flip the background? How to flip a layer. Control T. Right click. Flip vertical. Flip vertical because I need to flip it down only. Now for this layer, whatever we flipped vertical, I can opacity make it less. So of course it will feel like a water. Okay, so these are some techniques in painting that will come to know. Don't worry. Now we will concentrate only on the tools. So brushes or pencils can be used for drawing or painting purposes. That is only now. Fine. We'll come back to that. Again, color replacement tool. Color replacement tool means as like what we did with how to change a dress color we told, no? The same thing only, but this brush having one problem is there. It won't apply on a new layer. It will apply on the same layer only. So first we'll make the selection. We'll minus the unwanted areas. So we will reduce the size again. So how will you use our color replacement tool? It is, we can't use a new layer. So for example, I'll show you now itself. I am creating a new layer and I am using my color replacement tool. It won't brush, but it will apply only on the same layer. Same layer if you apply, it will come. Fine. Actually what is this tool is doing, whatever we did before only. We are just brushing, changing the blending mode to color. Same effect only we are getting here also. Okay. But for our safer side than color replacement, brush tool only use. Because if you do it in a new layer, any corrections come also we can do. Here we can't do any corrections now. Because it is in the same layer. That's why. Okay. So try to avoid that tool and keep it with the brush tool. But anybody ask what is the use of this tool, you should know. That's why I am teaching that also. Then mixer brush tool. It is purely a tool used for digital paintings and all. So that means you can convert a brush into harder or wetter or very wet brushes. That means if you select the mixer brush tool, you can select the color and all, which color you required. Then you can see here on the top an option dry, moist, wet, very wet. Hope all of you know the meaning of that. If you draw anything, so you can see that it's a harder color is coming. The color is very hard. Same time, if I am changing into wet or very wet, what happened? The color is reduced. Why? Because water is added to that color. That's the meaning. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. So that you can control the wet percentage and all, how much wet you required. All this we can control it. So then again a very important tool, clone stamp tool. That means we can stamp any area or we can clone any area and we can stamp it. That means in a simple way, anything which you don't need, we can cover it by placing from the nearby area. So I am just taking a small image and you can use it also. When you are searching in Google, please search clean plate for VFX. So some unwanted things from a pictures we can remove it. So that is a meaning of that. See how they removed this girl, they removed. So we'll try this. So suppose this is my picture and I don't want to see this area, so I'll crop this. You know crop tool, C is the shortcut. We'll crop this much area only because I need to remove from this area only, that's why. Now how will you remove this? How will you remove the unwanted area from this picture? So that is our content. Okay, how we can remove it is use your clone stamp tool, take a very nearby area, increase your brush size how much you require. If you want to select this source, press Alt and click it. Then where you want to hide it, please brush that area. So that is the use of clone stamp. Cloning means what? We are taking a duplicate. So that is the same. We are taking a duplicate from a nearby and we are pasting on which you don't need. Okay. One more method is there. Instead of using this tool, one more method you can use. That is simply select using any of the selection tool. Okay. And press Shift backspace. You will get an option called content aware. Click on OK. So this also will help you to remove the things. So select the area you want to remove, press Shift backspace, click on OK. Okay, understood? All of you, or are you guys are in a magical world? No. Fine. So we can remove the things in this method. Either we can use the clone stamp tool, press Alt key and click on the clean area. Then we will hide the unwanted areas. That means we will brush the unwanted areas. Okay. Understood? Then one more thing, pattern stamp tool. Okay, this you can use to fill patterns on any selection. So suppose I have some sketches of some dresses. Something like this. Okay. So some fashion designers had done this sketching and all. So what we are going to do it is we are giving some pattern inside this dresses. I'll open with Photoshop. So first I'll make a selection for this. But before that I need to check which are the patterns available. So I'll check using pattern stamp tool on the top of this tools. Document tabs. You can see a small box over here. There are some patterns are there. Okay. How to fill pattern is select the pattern, then use the pattern stamp tool. We can fill the pattern. But I don't like this patterns available over here. That means I'm going to create my own pattern. How we will create our own pattern? It is we will take some pictures. For example, I am using a floral picture. You can take any pattern, no issues. Floral PNG I am using. Floral means anything related to flower. That is called floral. Okay, this pattern will fill. First open in the same image, okay, not the different image and all. Same image you open. Why? Because according to this size only we will save the pattern. So I will just resize. This much is fine now. Pattern size is fine. So now what I'll do it is I'll hide the original picture because I want to see only the pattern area. Now select it using only with the rectangular marquee tool because none of the other selection tools won't work for this tool. So I'll select this. Now go to edit. You will get define pattern. So that means we are saving this as a pattern. So give a pattern name. For example, I am just giving Chedu. Click on OK. Now I will delete this line. How to deselect this line? Control D. And I don't need this because we are Indians now. After the use we don't want that, so we will delete that. Okay. So then Now we will do selections. Now here we will make the selection for filling the pattern. To make a selection, we know you can use your quick selection or magic wand, anything you can use. So I am making a quick selection area. This much only I need to select, that's why. So I selected, create a new layer. I told we are going to create a new thing, so create a new layer. Now go to pattern stamp tool. In the pattern library at the last we can see our pattern. Okay, and now brush it. Fine. Okay. So
Yeah.
again I need to fill some area. Other area means I will select that area. For example, I am using my quick selection tool. So here I need another pattern. So I selected, create a new layer, go to pattern stamp tool, select a pattern. Another pattern, that's it. Fine. So like this, any pattern you can fill, no issues. Okay. Okay. If you are not getting confused, I will show you one more thing. Sometimes we are working on, you are working in a company, you are working on this document. So one day or 2 days we won't get the patterns and all. Patterns will be creating. Our graphic designing artist will be creating. So which area, which pattern we need to save it. For the future use, we will save the selections. How we can save the selections, I'll show you. So for example, save the selection in the sense, I need to fill this area with the one pattern. But I am filling this in tomorrow only. Generally it is not possible, right? Once you save a document means it's saved only. So what we will do it is, first we will select, then we'll go to select option. There is an option called save selection. This is for the future use. Okay, so save selection, if you do, it will ask for a name for the selection. So I'll give a pattern 1, suppose. Again I will select the next area. So other areas I don't need, only this area. So this is again select, save selection, pattern 2. Right, done. Now what I will do it is, I will save this as a PSD file. But you should save it as a PSD file, then only it will work for the tomorrow's use. So I'll save it as PSD file. Saved. Rest of the all things I am closing. So that means second day it is coming. So consider this is my second day. I am opening my Photoshop. I want to open my previous document. So definitely it will be seeing in here. You can see that PSD file. If you open that, I need to load my this selection number 1. So what I'll do it is select, load selection. It will ask which pattern you require. So I need my first selection. So pattern 1. Selection will be saved always. So that is on a, if it is going to a professional level, then only, because this is very much important, because one document itself you are working for 3 days or 4 days and all, this will be important. That's it. Okay, don't confuse, don't worry, I didn't said anything, just to go through the tools only. This is just an option I said. Okay, 2 more tools I'll tell you. That is history brush tool. That is nothing but, for example, I have a picture here. Okay, unfortunately I forgot to create a new layer. I did so many editing in this. I did so many editing in this photo. Okay, but unfortunately it is in the same layer. I need to get my picture in the original state. So I'll use my history brush tool and simply brush on that. That's it. Then one more thing is there, art history brush tool. So it will convert our drawing into an artistic form. See, like this, like a watercolor effect. Like that. So these are the tools I set for today. So tomorrow we will start with the eraser. So guys, today that much only. So tomorrow again the balance part of this tutorial will be continuing. So till then, tata, bye bye, and have a nice sleep. Have food on time. So be healthy. We keep learning. Practice your works and build a new career with the Photoshop magics.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back.